Hi everyone! You could all see me talking, and I forgot to unmute my mic because I am a silly cookie. Hi everyone! I am the Lady Gamer, and today I am a cookie. Hope you're all doing okay. Hope this Sunday is treating everybody nice and well. I need to put up a new so we are kind of finishing off the second half of the seventh film now, because we're very nearly done. We buried poor little Dobby. Dobby is now a little ghost Dobby. We'll skip this because we have it all the time. Let me know if the game is too quiet or too loud, and I shall turn it down. But we shouldn't be that far off now. I'm a cookie. I'm a little cookie girl. So one thing that I do need to put on is I need to have a look at my channel points because I might edit them. Because great posture, Peter Driven, challenge, British Ooh, hydrate, emo only. I might edit this one actually. Gentleman duck. 5 minutes. Okay, gentleman duck for 5 minutes. There we go. Sweet. And basically, what that should do is that should, because there's a few filters on here. So the thing that I use for anybody that is interested, it is called Snap Camera, and they have loads of different filters on there, and it's very similar to Snapchat, but it's just for the PC version. So I hook my phone up to be my webcam, because I don't have a webcam yet. That's probably the next thing that I'm going to buy in relation to my stream. And then yeah, it turns what it sees with the filter, and we go from there. So I kind of want to see how the cookie goes out. I want to see what everybody's preferences, whether you like the cookie or whether you prefer the potato. I just kind of felt that the potato was a bit too. I feel like everybody is doing potatoes. And I was like, while I enjoyed potatoes, I fancied something a little bit different. But if people prefer potato, that's fine. I will go back. I have no issue with going back. I just wanted something different. And then there is a little there's another filter that's called Gentleman Duck, which is now a channel point redemption, and I will turn into the Gentleman Duck for about 5 minutes. I don't remember where we were with this. Sorry. If you're going to stand in the way, I'm going to end up jet washing you. Oh, I love Power Washing Simulator now. That's just reminded me. I really want to play that as well. Ah. I wonder whether this is something to do with it. Nice and square. What's in here? Oh. Dragomir Despard. And then we put all this together. And then if we finish this, I will put on a little wheel, and then the wheel is going to decide what the next game I play is. Okay, so it's not there. I get so confused with this. Oh no, it is there. We can apparate now. Oh yes, we just broken out of Gringotts. Yeah, I remember now. We just broken out of Gringotts and jumped into the water. And that was where we left it yesterday. I remember now. Sounds like somebody's car alarm. I'm guessing, are they just going to keep coming? No? Are they going to... I was going to say, if they're just going to keep coming in, that's going to get really frustrating after a while. But they are not. So that is a good thing. There we go. It's a very interesting picture of Harry. Right, we have a Deluminator here, which Ron has. The only problem is he goes really slow when he's got the Deluminator, and I'm not quite sure why. Oh, I think he's on the other side of this. Okay, we'll put it back in there for a second. Because I'm not sure. There we go. Let's have a look in Hermione's bag of fun. And put that on there. Wind it up. Yes, only literally about 10 minutes ago. Yeah. That's why I thought I'd get a bit of streaming done, because otherwise I'm never going to get the opportunity to do it. No, not the blue one. I don't know where it is. Will you ask?
I think it's in the back.
No, the black one's in there.
Yeah, I think it's in there.
Sorry, everyone. There it is. It's behind the thing, isn't it? The sofa. Okay, that should be it for them. There we go. Was I supposed to do something with you, or...? I'm guessing not. Sorry. I'm a cookie today.
Hey?
I'm a cookie today.
You're a cookie?
Yeah, I'm a cookie.
Who?
Harry Potter turned me into a cookie. Yay, got all them manners. Got all them mans. Okay, so this is the explodey one, isn't it? Yeah, so that one. That one.
Shit, maybe just saw your message at work.
Ah, it's alright, don't worry about it. Hermione's bag of tricks. No. And apparently she can create a bathtub with a spider in it. Boop. That's gonna explodey. There we go. Again, still just sounds like somebody has a screaming car alarm. Oh yes, of course, this is Albus's brother, isn't it? I forgot you met him in the film. And that's his sister. Neville! Welcome on back. Hello. Oh. Everybody's sleeping. Should we let them sleep? I feel a bit bad waking them up. They've been through a lot, particularly Luna, bless her. Go. Wind it up. Ding, 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 ding. Time to wake up. That's one. Hello. I shall turn you into ducks. Hee hee hee. The duckening. The duckening is here. Ah, okay. So you've got to match them up. So that's Hufflepuff. I feel like poor Slytherin got a bit of a bum. Hey, it's Bleach! How are you? Sorry, I completely lost track of things then. How are you? How is your Sunday treating you? I am a cookie today. And if you have a look on the Channel Point Redemption, there is an option to turn me into a gentleman duck for about 5 minutes. And basically, I've just been having a look at what filters are available on the Snap camera. So Snap camera is quite a good way of being on camera while also not being on camera at the same time, because they've got loads of different filters kind of like this, and you know, you have an option to be a banana or a pickle or a fork or pens. One of them's candles, but candles doesn't. It's not on the computer desktop app, unfortunately. I had a look and I was very sad. Hermione. Let's get your. I'm okay. I'm not too bad, thank you. We went to place nearby where we live, like a big, kind of like a outlet centre. Well, it is an outlet centre. Yeah, so we went there just for a bit. Dan wanted to get a notebook because he is starting his personal trainer course soon, and so he went to get that. I needed to get a new makeup brush because Zach has taken my other powder brush, so I needed to get one of them. And then we got him a couple more books, just general kind of like kid books to go to bed. He's got like a pop-up book and one that makes noise, because we all know how he loves to make his noise. So it was quite successful, and we got some donuts, which is amazing. McGonagall! Yeah, we love McGonagall. We love McGonagall. Yeah. Ouch. Worth it. Donuts so bad. Yeah, so it's a specific company. So it's obviously it's a play on donuts. But they are like premier, full of sugar, so unhealthy for you donuts. They are absolutely amazing. I love them. I love them so much. Okay, that's. There we go. That's ouch. Let's deal with you first. Deal with you. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're doing well. I know laundry isn't exactly the nicest thing to have to deal with, but it's unfortunately necessary. But yeah, so they're literally just like a normal, more like a cake donut rather than like what you get from the seaside. They're the different kinds of, so we have two different kinds of donuts. So these are more the cake based ones, and they've got like a load of different toppings on there, which are awesome. And I had a trillionaire shortbread and a biscotti one. I've not had any yet because I'm gonna try and leave it for a bit. So this is what I mean about all of the boss battles are literally the same in the last ones. So they're very, very similar to Krispy Kremes. Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will take a photograph of them, of the two that I brought. So yeah, they're very similar to Krispy Kremes, but they're just a bit nicer. They're a bit nicer, and they're a lot bigger. They're a lot bigger than Krispy Kremes. Boop. Come on. Yeah. Got it. What do you mean? What do you mean can't connect to the network? Oh, better not be a recurring issue. Seems to have picked up. Nice. Okay, good. He ran away. Run away! Don't mess with McGonagall. You won't end well. Yeah, I'll take a photograph of my donuts and I will pop it in the undesirable number one. I actually have a poster from when we went to Harry Potter World one time, and it's his undesirable number one, and it's both me and Dan pre Zach. I always wanted to try UK foods, however, I did try some of Japanese food drinks. Yes, we have so we have a shop called HMV, and they've recently started selling Pocky. I like Pocky. We got a couple of times. So sometimes Dan's dad's been to Japan or China, and it is when it's mainly from Japan, but he's got Pocky from there, and it's really nice. But we tend to get it from oh yeah, Hogwarts has changed. Oh dear. Hogwarts is not doing okay. Everybody's running around in fear. I love the way they run around. It's so funny. Just like... Ah, okay. So... We have a mug. We give them the mug to you. You want some flowers? I know to some people that they'll be way too sugary, but I needed sugar today. It's been a long weekend. Oh, really? It's here. You can walk and pick that up. Lazy bum. And you're literally surrounded by flowers. You could not be any more surrounded by flowers if you tried. wonder whether I've got to... Oh. Any flowers in here? No. Unless it is in the Weasley box. Let's check in the Weasley box. Ah, that's a good sign. Planting a little garden. Oh. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. Oh, oh no, I fell. Try again. Come on, up we go. Up we go. Up we go. That's just to get up there, isn't it? Oh well, I'll take the gold brick. Like, I'm not going to argue with it, but I could do more with some flowers. Wait. So where's she wanting these flowers from then? Do I just have to kind of keep watering everything? No. Ah. I just got the world level 2 and now I'm... Ah, nice. So you have to be careful that you don't do what I did, which was I left it a bit too long. And obviously, particularly when you're very lower down, it's very easy to very quickly level up. More your world than anything else. So so what ended up happening for me was I had my, what's it called? I had my world level rank. I did the thing, but I had so much stored up XP that when it came time to it, it jumped jumped 2 worlds up. And so it was far, far too high for me. And I was like, oh my god, I was not prepared at all. And I was running around panicking, trying to level up because everything kept destroying me. And I didn't really have a decent healer either. La Bombas. I don't know what that means. Come on. I'll take you. Unless I don't. Everybody knows that Harry's strong suit is not his unwavering intelligence. Just go take him where he needs to go. Yeah, that was definitely less than fun. That one. And cloud. Oh, sun. Sun goes there. Cloud goes there. Birdie goes there. Kiki's good at healing. Yes, I've heard that she's pretty decent. So there's Chi Chi. As soon as I got Chi Chi, it was so much easier. And Noelle to start with, she was kind of like my first main healer. And she's quite good at being a tank as well. Because while her shield is up, she heals. While ever she's attacking. So I very much ended up relying solely on Noelle to shield and heal. While I was doing things. So that's the main reason that I didn't end up rage quitting. She's literally the only reason I didn't end up rage quitting. But yeah, it was so much easier when I got Chi Chi. Boop. Ah, Reducto. Boop. yeah, I am talking a couple of years ago. I'm definitely talking a while back. Whee. So, highly recommend Noelle to start with, if you're looking for a very temporary healer. She's definitely. So Noelle should be on the permanent banner. To start with, you have like a specific one for that. You're more likely to get Chi Chi on the permanent banner. That is on the so you have like the purple wish things, and then you also have like the blue one. So Chi Chi is one of the ones that's on the permanent blue one. Ah, you already have Chi Chi. Good. Chi Chi is if you set her up quite well. So one thing that I've heard works quite well for her is a set called Tenacity of Millelith. So that's kind of what I have her on at the moment. And yeah, that does seem to work quite well. You just need to have her as like a healing bonus, as well as an attack, because her ability to heal scales off her attack. Kind of similar to Noelle in that sense, actually. Obviously, just without the shield bonus. But putting Tenacity of the Millelith on. Okay. Oh no, I have Noelle. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Just bear with me 1 second. I'm going to keep playing, but I just need to switch my mic off for a sec. Back, everyone. Thank you for that. So for Noelle, a artifact set that I recommend. You won't need to worry so much. You won't need to worry so much about it now, because you are only adventure rank 27. But just something to bear in mind for the future. I can go back over it again later on if you want me to. Is something called Archaic Petra. Which I highly recommend for Noelle, because it boosts her. It's more to do with geo bonuses and also shield bonuses. So I highly recommend that for Noelle. It kind of boosts the amount of time it's up for and the strength of it. And when you come to leveling her up, if you get her to what's called C6, so Constellation 6, you've got everything that you need and maxed her out. You can switch to defense-based main stats for your artifacts. Because once she gets to C6, everything scales off her defense as opposed to her attack. So it's just something to bear in mind for Noelle later on. But like I said, if you ever want me to kind of go through things, I am more than happy to, because I do know that this is I am talking quite a while. Um, for now, I use for an earlier one. It's something called Gladiator's Finale. That might be a good one to have for her for now. And then you can just kind of swap that on for gold artifacts later. You won't necessarily have them yet at 27. No worries. There are so many different types of artifacts and things that it's difficult to know where to start. So I actually have a what's it called? Um Give it girls the gears. I actually have a Google Docs that I tend to rely heavily on, and people put on there like what the best weapons to use per character is, what artifact combinations to use, what to have as your main stat, what to kind of focus on for your sub stats, because it's very very overwhelming and there isn't necessarily too much of a guidance. So but yeah, Noelle is definitely handy. She's definitely a handy little girl. Until you get to a point where you may have something else. Spider. Okay, well, there's no point in me focusing on that, actually, is there? Because I don't have a Weasley. I don't have a Weasley, so there's no point. Okay. Boop. Bounce it. Oh, no. Can I make it over? Oh, just. I'm going to put it up anyway, just in case, because I have a feeling if I need to go back, that's not going to... There we go. Yeah. Rufus, have you trumped again? You trumpy dog. But yeah, more than happy when you get to a point where you're like, okay, I want to focus on this. But yeah, I would definitely say up until you get to adventure rank 45, I would heavily focus on getting your weapons up to as high as you can, and also their talents. Oh yeah, they are. I've got like 36, 37 characters, and my issue that I have now is that I have too many handy characters and only a 14. So I'm like, oh, I want to give this person a hand. I want to give this I want to give this person some time. I want to give this person some time, and I'm like, but because I'm at that adventure rank 45, I really want to use them because they are really good. But I've not had that opportunity to level them up because there are so many. And I'm kind of sat there, I'm like, can you just stop for 5 minutes? I need to catch up. I need to get everyone to the same point. It's one of the reasons that I haven't yet. Oh, whoops. Okay, and I see what I'm supposed to do now. I'm supposed to put that there. Yeah, it's it's definitely whoop. Okay. Go back and then back and then back and then up here. Yeah, so it's one of the reasons that I've kept at adventure rank 45, because I am using this opportunity to get all of my characters up to level 80 with weapons and talents filled out, so I can actually start using them. And it's not too difficult for me to do. And the thing is, as well, I suppose it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. Everybody obviously has their own preference of what they think of characters. So some people are like, oh, I find this really handy. I find this person works better here. And some people don't. Some people are like, oh my god, this character's absolutely awful. And it's like, well, actually, I prefer this person to the other one. So it's just kind of learning who you think works best for you. And people are always going to tell you that you're wrong. Just ignore them. Oh no, the spindly spider caught the fly. No. Ah, you made that bouncy. Oh no. That was silly of me. Bouncy, bouncy. Up the stairs. Yes, the one thing that I don't the one thing I don't like when I'm on the Genshin forums is like it's really handy. Trevor's not good. Oh, Trevor can dig. Oh no, he can dig because he has a shovel. I was gonna say Trevor can dig. No, I get it now. Oops. Yeah, you will see a lot of people that fight over. Well, I think this character's the best, and no, that character sucks. This character's the best, and it's like, can you not just accept the fact that maybe you have different preferences in which characters you like, and that's okay. There's a reason there's 37 of them. You're gonna find one thing that works for you. Just saying. Listen to the cookie. The cookie tells you it's okay to have difference of opinion. Oh, let me put that back over. There we go. Okay. Where are we now? Oh, we're with Ron and Hermione. Nope. That's the only problem, is that they've taken that off Ron now. So Ron can't now use Lumos, which he needs a little bit more than a Deluminator. Aha. Oh, I see. I see. Like Kuki works for me personally. Yeah, exactly. I've actually, I need to do a bit of work on Kuki actually. I've only actually recently got her on my PlayStation version. So she is on my list. So I found as well that there's like a detective from I think it's Leeway Inazuma, one of the two, and he is a wind character, and he works really well with another wind character that I have. Like between the two of them, they just annihilate everything. Ah, is that OP? In it? Oh, it's the Sarah girl. Hey, I'm a cookie. And if you have a look on my, what's it called? If you have a look on my channel point redemption, you can turn me into a gentleman duck for 5 minutes. Well, that's what I thought. I wasn't sure whether potato was being used a bit too much. So I was like, do I look? Do I look for something different? And there's a load that the person that does the potato and this specific filter, he's done loads. There's like a banana one, and there's just freaking all sorts. And I was like, okay, well, let's see what we can have. You wish for me to be the duck. Okay, fair enough. Bear with me. Whoa, okay, there we go. There we go. I am a gentleman duck. What do you think? Hi, Boran. How are you? I'm a gentleman duck. I have to kind of sit at an angle though, because if I go this way, I am long duck. So I have to kind of sit at a specific angle so as not to traumatize everything. You can kind of see my mouth moving. I have to kind of like, there we go. Have to sit at a very specific angle. What time is it? Okay, so at about 15:34 I can turn this off. I maybe need to introduce a timer. That might be a good idea actually. I'm cooking a turkey dinner and cleaning a whole house. Oh no. To be fair, I did that yesterday. That's why I was so late streaming. that. Sorry, I'm just tab hanging in the background. Also, happy Thanksgiving. Oh, is it Thanksgiving? Happy Thanksgiving, my American friends. Happy for Thanksgiving. Very appropriate then that I am a duck. I might have to. Let me see. Can I lower this? Can I lower this? Is this as high as it goes, or can I? How do I lower this chair? I don't think I have. Oh no, this is it. I don't know what's going on with this chair. Never mind. I'll just have to kind of sit at a very awkward angle. There we go. Sorted. Whee! Oh no! I fell. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hey, Ron, you have the shoes. Kindly. Technically, it's tomorrow. Oh, that makes sense. There we go. I am a gentleman duck now.
What? Gentleman duck.
I am a gentleman duck. I had to kind of sit at an awkward angle, though, in order for it to pick it up very well. Because otherwise, if you look, watch. If I sit on this side, I have a very, very long... Oh. Sorry, girls, playing your song.
Is she? Smack my bitch up.
Yeah.
Hello, sorry girl.
She says hi.
I know. I see.
You see. Okay, so that means there must be a torch or something.
Right, I
around.
need to go study.
Okay, have fun.
You want your donut?
Mm.
You want a donut?
I need to take a picture of my donuts first because I need to show chat. I need to put it in the Discord. I promised that I would.
Can we do that now then?
I can't because I'm using the camera for the
Oh.
my webcam because I don't
Shall I
have a
take a
webcam.
picture of them and send it to you?
You can do, or you could put it in the Discord
I could.
because you're part of the Discord, aren't you?
Yeah.
I hope he is. Yeah, it's me doing. Not really. I just. I do. Oh yeah, of course. This is where they just happen to have Ron speak Parseltongue because it's reasons necessary to plot. Because I was sat there going, if that's all it took, surely any of them could just go. I'm a snack. Look, I'm a snack duck. Get my snack duck. It's a snack duck. I'm a snack duck with a very wobbly neck. That's a little bit could be. Put it in the pictures one. Green, yellow, blue, red. Green, yellow, blue, red.
Creative.
Yeah, maybe stick it in creative. They are very creative donuts. Not really. Not really. Oh, yeah, you can't do that anymore, now, can you? There we go. So anybody that wants to see the donuts that I have for food today, Dan has just popped them into the Discord group.
This is the shit.
Hey, Andrew! How are you? I'm a duck. My duck will be going back into a cookie in a minute.
I have an invention. You want one?
Yeah, bring them in here. Aha.
Can you out of the box?
Yeah, I was gonna say just bring the box in, it's fine.
Here you go, Babs.
Thank you kindly.
I am going to study now. With my friggin' pens.
Oh, they smell so lush.
You know where my pens are? You know the ones that have the...
Yeah, there's if you have a look on top of one of the books on the left hand side, I had to hide them up there. Because we have a baby that very much likes to grab the pens, and therefore he causes all sorts of fun. Crookshanks! My day's been okay. Glad to hear it.
It's going to be really unhealthy. I'm eating really unhealthy donuts while studying to be her personal trainer.
There we go.
Personal training with donuts.
Yeah.
People have flocked to me.
Exactly. I tell you what, if you put that as your main thing, you would.
Yeah.
You would have so many freaking clients. Ah, it's been 5 minutes. I can go back to Cookie. I'm a little dancing. I am the little cookie. There are a couple of others which are quite cute. I'm tempted in a bit to put this one on because it's spooky, scary ghosties. Ooh. Ooh. But that one's, I might do that a little bit closer to Halloween. So I'll probably do that like next week. What am I doing with this? Where's this going? Ah, okay, let's pulling that out. Ouch. But yeah. I mean, you are a treat. So it makes sense. Exactly. Exactly. I just kind of, I had a look at what? Nothing to do with you.
Okay.
Uh-oh. But I don't know whether the potato is just that little bit more expressive. I feel like you can see... So if I go back to potato, I feel like you can see my eyes. Whereas in the cookie, you don't really get it so much. Ah. It is a little. Yeah, it's a little bit more expressive. I mean, to be fair, yeah, same. I don't really mind. I just didn't know whether the potato was a bit overdone. I didn't want to be too copying of trends. I wanted to have a bit of a play. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Actually, let me go as a ghost for a bit. Let me go as a ghost. Because it is the spoopy month. Sorry, that was the edge of my microphone. Look. I grew up where they grew potatoes. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I just didn't want anyone to be like, oh, you're just copying Farting Glitter. Who is amazing, by the way. The, some of the things that I've seen for her are just absolutely hilarious. I love the ghost. I'm wondering if there is another ghostly ghoul. There might be. There is like a dancing skeleton one. That's pretty funny. But I don't know, because the thing is that obviously this is based off this is kind of based off Snapchat. So the only issue is that some of it doesn't filter over correctly, so therefore they don't include it. Because while this is partly Snapchat, I've just realised as well, like when I do that, look, it looks like a little ghost dress on. Yeah, so it definitely requires a good look and a good experiment to find out which one you want. Like I said, there is a banana. We did have Zach on as a tiny potato yesterday. He very much enjoyed seeing himself as a potato. I wonder if I can find it. Banana. No lens is found. Okay. No! No! There we go, that's me. That's me. It's me in the background. Like I said, I'm not too bothered about people seeing who I am, but it is just... Sometimes Sometimes I'm not in a fit state to be seen. Most of the time I'm not in a fit state to be seen. Okay. And well, if I know I've said this before, but I also feel like it's a good way of getting into it. So it's not just a case of it's like a good intermediate. So you're not just, oh, okay, I've suddenly gone from not on camera to completely on camera, and then that's it. There's nothing else you can do. It's a good little segue. I appreciate a good segue. Ah, there you go. Have a fan. I don't know how that fan's gonna work. Magic. I need a cauldron though. Ah, there we go. There we go. Boop. And a boop. And a boop. That's a lot of months. They definitely give you a lot longer before this starts coming in. Like before on years 1 to 4, it was literally like if you haven't picked it up in about half a second, you ain't getting it. That's it. Whereas now it definitely feels like they've they've taken the time to be like, yeah, maybe that was a bit harsh. I would need a oh, poopy. I'd need like a Snapchat filter that was heavily edited. Soft focus is my best friend. Oh, poopy. Potion, stars, moon, hat. Potion, stars, moon, hat. I need a low quality. Low quality soft focus. That's usually mine. Ooh, oh no. Okay. Okay, jump up there. Harry, Ron, whichever one you are. Whichever one you are, lift me up, please. I need to save the Christmas one as well. Because that's quite a nice one. That one is a potato, but at least that one has a Christmas hat on, so it's a little bit different. Ready? Boom! Little for the destruction of school properties. Stuffing the turkey. I do not need to know what your extracurricular activities are. I am an innocent little ghosty. I do not wish to know these things. It's dirty. You have disappointed the ghost. Can anyone else hear that? Scared of ghosts? Spooky ghosts? Alright, take that. Okay, so that does actually hold on to that. That's good to know. How do I deal with that, actually? Okay, I was hurting my neck now. Oh, yeah. it's there, look. Come on, put it there. There we go. Nom 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 nom. I'm gonna have to leave that student there. He's fine. I am a spooky ghost. Run away! That's Harry and Hermione. Oh, is that freaking Mjolnir? Hey. I was going to take your head, and then I changed my mind. Have a friend. Have a spooky friend. This is my jam. Poor little dragon. Yeah. There we go. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't just Wingardium Leviosa the hell out of it. Yeah. Nope, I need Crookshanks for that. Crookshanks, it is Crookshanks. Yay! Ha! Wilhelm! Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Hopefully that's not DMCA'd. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Oh, I can't get that. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. Sorry. Sorry, Harry. You're fine though, right? You're fine. Harry's fine, everyone. Harry's fine. Oh, it's Ron. Hello. Ow. Oh, I'm supposed to lift it up first. Are they gonna lift this up for me? Okay, thank you. To be honest, for a split second, I genuinely thought that was on the game. I was like, ooh. Ron. Oh god, they're both at it now. There's a reason these two aren't in Ravenclaw. Should I just go? You guys, look at all the bits of you that are everywhere. It's not that bad. You get a lot of money from this, so fine. Have you finished? Nope, they're stuck there. I hope I don't need them later because they're stuck in that now. Great. Stuck in a death loop. Just what I needed. Finally, you decided to stop with the death loop, did you? and knock you over for the audacity. I was going to say, it's a good job you guys have packed that in, because I actually need Ron. Honestly. Oh God, Harry, don't you dare. Oh, it's Hermione's turn now. Apparently Hermione was feeling left out of the death loop. So decided she was going to... Oh my God, what on earth is that? What kind of shape is that? Yay. Is there anything over here? Okay, no. Dragon! Escaped ya? Oh my God. Of course, there's always handy brooms. Let's go. What? Leave them! They've spent 7 films torturing you! Leave them. Leave them to die. Okay, I'll jump off here then. That's fine. Leave them to die.
Thanks for following.
Hey, welcome on in. How are you? How are you gonna prefer for me to say your name? Is it Broops? Is that how you prefer? JB. Okay, that makes sense. How's your day been, JB? Hopefully it has been going well. We are contemplating the ramifications of just leaving Malfoy and his friends. And just being like, you know what? Do they really deserve it? Do they really deserve me saving them? And the answer is no. I'm good, thank you. I mean, I'm going to have to, because there's reasons necessary to plot, but I'm not happy about it. I'm a spooky ghost, because it is Halloween. I have a feeling I missed something on the other side. I have a definite feeling I missed something on the other side. Oh, Harry. Where are you? Hopefully you're not stuck in a death loop. Where's Harry? No, that's Hermione. I did think I left something here. Maybe not. Alright, turkey is stuffed. Okie dokie. We got yellow, red, blue, and green. Yellow, red. Oh! I knew I was going to mess that up. Yellow, red, blue, green. Yellow, red, blue, green. I did it. I'm smart. S-M-A-R-T. Okay, yeah, they do. They very much do. There we go. I have missed something over here. But I don't know what it is. Because none of you are... No. There we go. So there's nothing I can do over here. That's hitting Harry. In fact, the ads are done. And I got my leg Harry Potter. Hey! Am I supposed to build this up? I'm so confused about what I'm supposed to do with this one. Because nothing is coming up for me to hit it. Hmm. Unless it's something I'm missing. Oh. Oh, hello. Something over here. Oh dear. This is fairly confusing. I'm so confused. I speedrun and I can't remember. Oh, nice. Oh, no, that's just getting that. Okay. I was watching somebody else who speedrun this as well. Why is Harry's one not actually doing any magic? That's weird. There we go. That's more like it. I can't lock onto things though. And that teddy bear is obviously something. Oh, hello. Sometimes I do wish that they would... Oh, that's Arthur Weasley though. I don't have that. Oh, this better be something. Oh, it's a little panda! It's so cute. Am I supposed to just wait for you? Oh, don't make me shoot the panda. I'm sorry. I feel terrible. It's also not what I wanted. It is definitely something to do with this. Oh wait, is that a Lumos? Or is that Hermione's bag? Is this... Right, where's Hermione? Let me try bringing Hermione's bag over. Alright. Let's try. Yeah. I'm so confused. Have I broke something? Or is it definitely something to do with that teddy? I'll say I can't go over there yet. If I drop down there, yeah, I'm gonna die. Is something broken on this? Because I genuinely cannot see what I'm supposed to be doing. If anyone knows, feel free to give me a hand with this. Because I've done that one. Harry's freaking wand isn't working.
Harry thought they broke it. Poor Ginny.
Um... Oh. I went past that plane about 6 times, and it never once said, ride the plane. I am annoyed. It's fine. It's fine. Completely fine. I'm 100% a professional streamer. Oh dear, right. Have some wet ale. Oh, wait, hang on. Connect them. Finally. Finally. You've got you, you've got you. And Hermione's just going to leave him to die. Die. Awkward. It exploded. Yeah. Let's give, because Levy has just said that she's hungry. So let's go give her some food. Yeah. Right. Bear with me 1 second, because I am just going to take a very, 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 very quick bathroom break. Be right back. I am back.
Maybe.
Apologies in advance. A baby ghost has woken up from his nap, so you may hear him in the background. Particularly playing that.
Do it.
Ooh. I need to find a... what's it called to deposit this in? Oh dear. I'm just making sure nothing's coming up email-wise to be like, this is DMCA'd. If it gets too bad, I can always mute. I feel like oh. I feel like there should be an owl around here somewhere. Ah, there it is, look. I knew there should be one around here somewhere. What we got? Ooh, stud magnet. That is a good one. Nope. Nothing at the moment. You just because I'm not sure what the rule is for a lot of this. I'm gonna which one? I'm gonna go with my biscotti one first. Okay, this is big and messy. I'm just gonna have the biscuit. Mmm. Tasty. I don't remember where you get the things from. Which suppose it really matters. I'm not going for 100% anyway. At least not yet. So as you probably figured out, once Zach finds something that he enjoys pressing or listening to, you better believe that's all you're going to be listening to. Ah, we're up here. McGonagall! I love you! I love you, McGonagall. And if it's quite alright. Did you poop your noggin? Did you poop the snoot? Did you poop your snoot? Oh, he pooped his snoot. He did a big old heckin' poop a snoot. Right, you need to tell Daddy what's the matter. Remember what we said. No crying. You need to tell us what you want. Because crying doesn't help us know what it is that you want. So we can't help. So we don't know why you're crying. You're gonna tell us what you want? You're gonna tell us what you need? We're trying at the moment to get him to just not constantly cry whenever he wants something, because it's kind of his default thing. But he's not essentially telling us why he's crying. He's just crying. He's got one in his hand.
What do you want? Hang on. Show me. Show me. Show me. You
There
want
we
to
go.
draw? Is that what you want to do? Do you want to draw something? See? Yes? Yes?
His book's in the
Yes?
tub.
Yes?
Look at it waving.
Yes? Yes?
There
yes?
we go.
Say yes. Yes?
Yeah, thumbs up.
Yes. 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 Do you want it? Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, he fell off.
Yes. Do you want it?
I'm sure
Say
he's
yes.
fine.
Yes.
I'm sure he's fine.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, trying to get him to talk is a task in and of itself.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry,
Yes.
Harry. Ow.
Yes. Isaac. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Go away, please.
Yes.
Poor Dan is literally just on the floor going, yes.
You can have it if you say yes. Yes.
The joys of having...
You want that one as well.
Ow.
Yes. You want yes? Yes.
When in doubt, jet wash them with
Please.
water.
Yes. Watch. Yes.
Oh, you guys are just going to keep coming, aren't you?
Yes. Yes.
Ow, I'm literally
Yes.
jet washing you. Here,
Do you want?
I'm going to sneeze. Sorry.
Please. Thank you.
Ow.
Thank you.
Okay, well, we're not going to worry too much about getting anything.
Thank you.
No. Oh, of course, spiders.
Car.
Hermione don't care.
Car.
Hermione's like, I've got jobs to do.
Car.
Ouch. So we need reducto for that. Magic bag. Catapult. Ah, spider. Wait. So we are
Please.
boosh.
Car.
Whooped, yeah.
Car.
Hey.
Car. Tar. No. Tar.
Oi. Ow, that just, you literally launched me straight into that spider. That is not nice.
Tar.
It's not nice at all.
Tar. Good try.
Wait till
Please.
he drops. Wait till he drops it. Come on.
Please. Please.
Does it maybe not make a difference?
Please.
Oh, yeah, it does. Ouch.
Please.
Come on. Come on. Okay, there we go. Boom.
Please.
Then he
Please.
comes back and with the shield.
Please.
Spider.
Please.
Ouch. Ow.
Say please. Say please. Isaac, say please.
At least this is something different.
Please.
Ouch.
Please.
It's not. I'm going to stand on here. Ow.
Please. Please. Please.
He took it. He took him with him. He landed on him.
Please.
That was
Please.
bonus.
Please.
Get back on that.
Please. Switch. Please. Please. Okay, you. You. Please. Please. You said it. Ready?
Mine is brutal.
Please.
Right. Okay.
Please.
Right, invisibility cloak. Hey!
Please.
Ugh.
Ah. Please. Ah. Okay.
Well, guys, can you kind of like
Please.
drag them
Please.
over there, please? What do you mean? I've got the freaking invisibility cloak on.
Please. Please.
Okay, you guys are
Please?
doing my head in.
Please. 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 Please.
Right. Thank
Please.
you.
Thank you.
Ah, okay, we'll go over here.
Say please. Please.
Right. So we need the red one.
Please.
Musical note for
Please?
some reason.
Please.
Round we go. Round we go.
Did I get that if you didn't say please? Please.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Please. Okay.
Hmm.
Say please. 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 There we go. That's how we get. So if you're not going to do it, then you will get them, won't you? You will get them if you will do it. Please. Please.
Oh. Oh, Grim.
Please.
Get on the ground.
Please.
Here we go. Oh. Mm-hmm.
You don't get
Have a bone. Oh, they're still having a... There's no biscuits! Wait, what? Snake totally did what I would do in that situation.
Say please. Please. Please.
Grim.
Please. Please.
I would have preferred it if in the film it was over a cake or a biscuit.
Please. Please. Please.
That would have been so funny.
We won't get to that, will we?
Sorry. They're lovely, but there's a lot of icing on them. We need to switch you. Hey, baby. Oh, up we go. Hello, you. Would you like to see yourself as a baby ghost? Because you liked seeing yourself as a little thingy yesterday, didn't you? As a little potato. Would you like to see yourself as a baby ghost? Yeah. Mummy picks you up. Ready? Let me get rid of the favourite things. There we go. Ready? What? Right, Mummy covers her face, look. Baby ghost! Baby ghost! You're a spooky ghost! Spooky, scary ghosty, send shivers down your spine. He moves when you move, remember? It's like the potato, but it's a ghost. So for anyone who doesn't know, this is my 2-year-old. Oh. You gonna say hi to everybody? Oh, Mummy wasn't watching that. Stars, potion, hat, moon. Stars, potion, hat, moon. You gonna say hi? Say, oh, nope. Let me come here. Here we go. Hi. You can say hi. Did I tickle you? I'm sorry, did I tickle your ear? You're gonna say hi to everybody. Say hi there. He moves when you do, remember? Oh, no, that's me. There we go. There we go. Ghost baby. Spooky ghost baby. Spooky ghost baby. There we go. You watching? Are you watching?
Oh look, we have been raided. More subjects. Did you know I
hi.
have cake?
Thank you so much. Thank you for the raid. It's wonderful to see everybody. How are we all? So apologies. This is my baby. This is my baby ghost. My baby ghost. So how are you? How was your stream? Let me give you a quick shout out. So we need S. Oh dear. S-O. Oh no, Mummy can't spell S-O. No. Mummy's terrible. Ah, there we go. DJ. DJ Breezy. What were you playing, DJ? Oh, Fortnite. Very well. How did the Fortnite stuff go? Hopefully it went well. Hello, 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 and welcome. We are... I didn't raid. Did you not? Oh, Critter did. Oh, sorry. I'll give you a shout out anyway. I'm so sorry. There we go. I think it's because that the first one that I saw. There we go. Animals, aquariums, and zoos. Is that actually a game, or is that? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I a bit too loud? Or is Mummy tickling your ears? Is that what it is? That's a cute bunny. Look at that cute little bunny. Oh, hang on. There we go. Hi. Thank you for the raid. Sorry, I accidentally gave I accidentally gave your thing to somebody else. So as you can see, this is my baby. This is a baby spooky ghost at the moment. I think he kind of prefers the potato. Should we go back to the potato for a little bit? Because you prefer that. Fair enough. Should we go back to the potato? Because you like the potato. There we go. Potato, can you see yourself being a potato? There he is, look. What do you do with the potato? Welcome back. There it is, look. Can you see yourself? You're a potato. You gonna say hi to everybody? Hi. You're gonna be cheeky. You're gonna be cheeky. Where's those tickly shoulders? Where's those tickly shoulders? So this is baby Zach Potato. He very much enjoys being the potato because he realizes that as he moves, the potato moves. Doesn't it? You see the potato moving? Ooh, very nice. I hope the wedding goes well. Am I tickling your ears? I'm sorry. Yeah, hopefully the wedding goes well. Where are you going? Oh, now you want to mummy. Hide behind the baby. There he is. Thank you very much, and thank you for the raid again. Hopefully everything goes well. Do you want to go down? Do you not want to be a potato anymore? Hey? Do you not want to be a potato anymore? You don't have to be a potato if you don't want to be a potato. You can go back to being Zach the baby. Don't forget to go into the bouquet. That just means you have an extra fun. You've got to do a vow renewal. Potato wants to be mashed. Although your hair is tickling my nose, mister. The only problem is, when you come up here, I forget completely what I'm supposed to be doing because I get too interested in seeing your reaction to you being a little potato baby. My little spudling. Oh, it's me again now, look. Come back to mummy. Back to baby. Oh. Potato baby. Is potato-y. Right, so... What? Oh yeah, hang on. I know what I'm doing now. I need to do the focus on here. No, on there, please. There we go. He wants a barrel? Bit weird. Is that okay? We can... Or a jug? What does he want? He wants a jug of some... Oh dear. Can't find one of them. Oh god, they all jumped in. Kill them off. Say silly people. Oh dear, has it gone on to mummy again? There we go. Oh, mummy's stuck. There we go. Let's go down. Okay, if you want to go down, that's fine. There we go. Whee! He doesn't want to be a potato anymore. He wants to go back to being a baby. Right, and I am struggling to find... to be fair, I haven't really been focusing too much. Oh, okay. Is that supposed to be building something? Oh, that's Arthur, so I can't have that. Okay. He's gone now. To resume his days of being a baby.
Hello. Hello.
Baby, good idea. Cry when you food, no responsibility. I know. Being a baby is awesome. Ah, right. Okay, there's a torch there. So I need to find something that you can put the light on. Is there something over here? Can I take the light from you? No. You? No. So I've got ice and sugar all around my mouth. Oh, wait, it's there, look. It's there, look. It's there, look. I see it. I see it. I feel like at this point of the game, they just decided to make it as difficult and give you as little amount of hints as possible. Right, okay, that then drops that. That then goes in there. And then I can fill that up.
Please. Please. Please.
Okay, that fills that up.
Please.
That then winds that up.
Please. Please.
What's this got to do with getting them a jug? just magic up a jug. You literally, you are all magical beings. Right, okay, finally. Tell us about this Lego Harry Potter. So, Lego Harry Potter is split between years 1 to 4 and 5 to 7. And basically they don't play the books, they play the movies. And basically it is scene by scene. Sometimes it's slightly lighter version because obviously it's designed for kids. But it is it's a playable film. And I see that, and then all of a sudden Harry ends up waterboarding Snape. But yeah, so it's definitely a bit more of a light-hearted and humorous version of it. The timing on that was amazing. It's a nice, it's not quite so brutal. Ignore Harry waterboarding Snape. But yeah, so you just play the films. And then at the end of it, you unlock something called free play, because there is different things for you to get. So there's like characters to unlock. You've got to get all of the house crests. You have to get the full amount of the True Wizard bar. And once you get all of that for every level, and you unlock all the characters, etc., you get the 100% if you want to go for a completionist run. Just ignore that little bit there. Now Harry's waterboarding himself.
Please.
No, that's not for babies. It's way too sugary for babies. Unfortunately, I am. Unfortunately, I'm the worst mother ever because I won't let him have an incredibly sugary, very bad for you donuts. I am. I'm genuinely the worst. I may cautiously be okay. Yeah. Well, it's mainly as well because obviously he was right next to the microphone crying at the top of his lungs, which isn't a great thing anyway. But I know that sometimes certain people have been, shall we say, less than gracious with the fact that I have a kid. And they basically are just like, no, you have a child, your child is crying. I did actually have somebody that commented on, they jumped into stream, heard a child cry, like chatting in the background. He wasn't actually throwing a tantrum. Oh, thank you for following, Chadwin. Well, come on in. Yeah, he was in the background and he was just kind of chatting and being all happy. And yeah, this person turned around and was like, "Oh, shut the hell up, kid." And I was like, well, I'm sorry, but he's 2. He doesn't quite understand. He literally just left. So it was so obvious. It was just, I want to troll somebody, and the only thing that I can kind of focus on is the fact that she has a kid in the background. So I was like, I just, apologies if people don't want that, but I am a mom, so I'm not exactly just going to leave him locked up in his room for 2 hours because I want to stream. Sometimes I try and time it when he's happy, when he's having a nap, because then he's doing what he wants to do and it gives me that freedom to do it. Or a lot of the time when he goes to his grandmother's, I tend to stream then. But unfortunately it's just something that some people have to deal with, that I do have a child, so some certain games may take me a while to do because I have to put shoes on babies, as I'm having to do right now. So bear with me 1 second. I'm just about to put some shoes on. You want your shoes on? You want your shoesies? There we go. Let's put your shoesies on. Your sock is all the way twisted around. How did you manage that? You want me to... Oh, shoes, good boy. Do you want me to put your shoe on? I hope I'm not going to get attacked while I'm waiting. There we go. He wanted his shoes on. We're not going anywhere, he just wanted his shoes on. But yeah, and then there was somebody else. It was one of the weirdest conversations that I ended up having. Somebody was like, "Oh, I know that's not you," crying emotionally in the background. Bearing in mind that Zach wasn't actually in this. Yeah, Zach wasn't actually in this particular stream. And yeah, this. Oh, don't shoot Crookshanks.
Thank you.
And yeah, somebody was just like, "Oh, you need to you need to control your child," and was basically trying to offer their services as a disciplinarian. And I was like, "Well, you picked the worst time to do this because my son isn't actually here." It was such a bizarre. It was the world's strangest series of events. It's like, I don't actually know what's happening here. It was weird. And then they followed for a little while, and then I don't know whether because they were a troll they got kicked off Twitch, or I don't really know what happened. They just disappeared after that. People be weird. I was like, I do find it slightly funny though that the only 2 pieces of essentially trolling that I've had is purely because I'm a mum trying to Twitch stream. No, it was just like, it's one of those things. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, you know what? You could normally tell that the people that have an issue with it don't actually have children themselves. Yeah, because everybody who has children themselves knows full well what it's like. Or people who are just generally not even just rude. It was such a bizarre conversation. It was kind of funny though. The funniest thing about it though was the amount of people who were just offended on my behalf. I kind of felt like I didn't need to be offended or upset because everybody else was like, "Oh hell no, we did not just say that," because they're parents themselves. So that seems to be the clientele that I have I have drawn on Twitch is fellow parents that are trying to stream. Ow!
That's not very nice.
That's not very nice.
There you sit down.
Oh yeah, they.
Shoot what made you go.
No, it wasn't. It was somebody shooting a kitty cat. You don't shoot kitty cats.
Oh god.
So if you haven't seen or you haven't taken part yet, my Discord link is above. I have absolutely no capacity to make decisions for myself. So there is currently a poll going for what game should I play next. Which is still at the moment on a draw between 3 separate games. So please feel free to go in and tell me what game I should play next. Oh, sorry, Harry. Bring out Crookshanks. Are we going to be sad? Oh gosh! Stop shooting the cat! It's all right. Okay. Oh. Waterboarding and cruelty to animals for children, literally. 1 second. I may genuinely have to finish up after this one anyway. Because I have a feeling this is going to be it for me. There we go. He just wanted a bit of attention. Alright, I need a plant. I need a plant. I need a plant. I've just dug up all these plants. None of these plants. Oh, okay, it's over there. Ah, yes, definitely suitable for children. Why would it not be suitable for children? Rude. I'm mid conversation. Go away. Yes, I promise not all streams are like this. Sometimes it's me that's the issue. Ah, okay, I think I am very, very, very close to the end, and this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to finish this off and decide what the next one's going to be. This is so yum.
You know what Daddy does?
Jenny! This is where Molly's like, oh, hell no. Oh my god, Molly can genuinely use this. Yes, the joys of being a parent. Most of the time they're fine, but when they're not, ooh, they're not. Join the Discord. My name is Undertaker at the moment. Going to think. Ah, nice. Well, I ended up going for the Lady Gamer purely because it was a bit of a long-standing joke where because I'm British, as you can imagine, I get a lot of the British jokes about, oh, you're English, therefore, ladies. And then, as well, I... Ooh, nearly dropped off. Oh, yeah, so I went from nearly dropped off to actually dropped off. But yeah, so obviously, oh, you're British, therefore, British jokes. And then yeah, I had a corset when I went on holiday, so that obviously just fueled more ladies, like people calling me the lady. And I went, okay, do you know what? Fine, I'll just be the Lady Gamer. Makes sense. Oh my gosh. Oh, come on. I'm guessing you're not supposed to just stand there and try and beat them. Also, welcome to the Discord. Right. Okay, I can't go over there anyway. Oh gosh, I don't have that. This is the worst person to have picked. Okay, good, I have that one. I have that one. Then it stuck with your nice name. Better than Mrs. Potato. Exactly, that was my thinking. But yeah, so it was more than a few people on different groups had called me Lady Gamer, so or just the Lady Becky, because my real name is Becky, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. I'll just stick with that. I'll stick with that. Oh my gosh, this is. So the only problem is that they get stuck in this animation, which means that if you've got multiple of them, like so, it's so easy to get stuck in a stunned animation. Right, you don't have one either. Okay. Boop. Done. Okay. You. We'll go over and we... Yep. Nice. I don't have that one. I'm gonna keep bombarding her with spells until she changes. Ah. Until she does that. Come on. Okay. Yep. Next one. Red. Nice. 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 Okay. And then this is... That's it, Molly. You take the hits for me. See, this is what I mean about the stun animation when you jump. See, that's what I mean. Like, I can't move. Nice. Okay. One. I don't have that one, so I'm just going to keep bombarding you with spells. Till you change your mind. There we go. 2. 3. Okay. Don't you dare go back to yellow. Good. Nope, wrong one. Wrong one. Nice. Best bit of the movie coming, of the last movie coming up. The one that made everybody go, yeah! Not my daughter, you son of a dog. Molly's badass. He's got Harry's glasses on. Oh my gosh. Oh, come on, Ron, stop being a wuss. Okay, let's... Okay, you're useless. Come on. Come on. Okay. Oh, come on. Do you know what? They put far too much stuff in this for a really long and stupid stun cycle. And sometimes the amount of time it takes them to cast a spell can be frustrated as well. I'll take the grass and stomp on them. Yeah. Oh, and this is the other one. This is the other one that takes ages. Oh, for goodness sake. And then we got stuck in the stun cycle. And now we've got loads of different things. Then you've literally narrowed it down to just frickin' Hermione can do things because Neville's got that stupid sword. And then you've got Ron who's too frightened to do anything. Sorry, this last battle is very frustrating. Right, okay. I was going to say, at least kind of stagger when they're coming in. Finally! Oh! She was literally the only one that could do anything there. Let's go! Boop. Of course. Oh, now you've got all 3 of them. Because, yeah, why not? this game. It's been fine all the way through. And then this last one is just like... And then you've got that, which is really annoying. It takes you ages to even cast that specific spell.
Good boy, that's it. That's it. You can do it.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Well, one more. We got one more. Come on, we can do this.
Well done.
Luckily enough, there's not a death limit on this. Right, come on, Ari. Can we finish this off, please? Because this is doing me nutting now. Finally. Always the end tends to drag. It was just like as I've repeatedly said, my main issue with that was the whole point. That was the whole thing, that you limit 3 characters down to 1 who can actually do the thing that you need to do. The other one's too frightened to do anything. The other one has a sword which is of no use, that you can't do it. They've got massive, really long animations before they cast it, which then gives your enemies time to come up, a very narrow area in which to move in, and then you get stuck in stun cycles. So you just, it probably would have been a bit easier if I'd had Dan with me, but at the same time, if this is supposed to be a 1-person thing, have it so 1 person can play it. It's not rocket science. And yet apparently it is. I am frustration. At least we did it now. Why am I so high up? I kind of like... Right, come on. This has to be the end now. We've broken the Elder Wand. We can fit 19 years later. Okay, we get to see baby Harry. Oh, Harry, thing is... Aww. Next year. It's slightly less death and destruction this time. Yay! We did it! Let's have a look. Let's see if a game has one, because I did say. Hey Bleach, welcome back. How goes the game? We've finished! We've just finished. So, I don't know whether I'll be streaming later on. I probably won't be. So this will be likely tomorrow. Tomorrow's game. At the very start of it, I will do a wheel. So you've got the rest of today and up until I stream tomorrow to make that final decision and get your final votes in of which game you want me to play next. If it's still equal across the 3, I will do a wheel at the beginning of the stream, and then whatever one wins, we will go for it. We will go from there. But we've finally finished Lego Harry Potter. And we will go from there. No worries at all, Bleach. Laundry has to be done. Clean clothes must be had. I think it's still split between the 3 at the moment. I think it is. I think it very much is. Yep, there's still 3 votes for God of War, 3 votes for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and 3 for Little Nightmares. So this will be interjected with... I have 2 games ready for Spoopy Month, which I will be playing at some point as well. So that is Downfall and The Cat Lady. So I might... I don't know which one to start off with, because technically Downfall is both a prequel and a sequel. It looks at the life of one of the people in the house that isn't the main character of The Cat Lady. Downfall did come out first, then Cat Lady came out. Yeah.
Still makes sense.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what.
think it matters.
Can't have donuts.
Oh, so.
You have a coaster.
Yeah,
It's got a tree.
Downfall is set after Cat Lady, but came out first.
Yeah, but it's also a prequel because it takes you into the
Yeah.
beginning a bit of.
Yeah.
So it's both a prequel
Yeah.
and a sequel,
Yeah.
which makes it very fun. But yeah, so I might play Downfall first
Yeah.
because Downfall is a little bit shorter.
It is.
And then if nothing else, then at least I can say I've done one spoopy game. Spoopy. Spoopy, scary skeletons. Mm-mm. We do like to watch the credits because a lot of people worked very hard on this game. So we like to give them their just desserts and appreciate them. And also as well, they've spent a lot of time on these ending credits with making Lego related tapestries, so we must take a moment to admire that. And then I will be looking at potentially raiding somebody soon. Jug is on. Maybe let's go and raid Jug. Juggernaut. And I do also need to finish off Pokemon as well. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I've got the Brilliant Diamond half of it. But yes, that's another thing that I'm going to be needing to finish off. But I can kind of focus on splitting between Pokemon and then the other game, and then looking between the two. But it's gonna be very busy. Gonna be very, very, very busy. Busy few days. Hello, baby. I see you lurking in the background. Are you lurking? He's a little sneaky lurker. And then I can give him the PlayStation back for YouTube. I think that's what's the matter with him at the moment. He's like, you've taken my TV. I want to watch my baby shows. Because he's just a little bit too little to play on anything yet. I did actually allow him to turn me in to play Pokemon for a bit. And he nearly wiped out my entire party, so I had to kind of lock him in a Poké Center and let him just explore around in desperate hopes. But there we go. That is the ending of Lego Harry Potter years 5 to 7. At some point in the future, I may come back and try and 100% complete this, but I may not. It depends on how things go with everything else. So I have been streaming for far too long, and my baby needs some food, and my dog needs some food, and I need some food that isn't a donut. So those are big donuts. They are very big donuts. If you don't know what I mean, have a look in my Discord. We had something called donuts, which are basically humongous donuts, which are incredibly tasty and incredibly nice and incredibly bad for you. Hint why baby was crying earlier, because he wanted the nice tasty deliciousness, and I was mean and wouldn't let him.